Hi, welcome to Tim's Tips, where I do stuff and share my tips. Today I'm building a garden compost up that small alleyway behind my garage and my fence for all of the garden clippings, this sort of stuff, that's separate to our food home compost. Let's get started. You can see here I have chopped up the pallet that all of the wood on our deck came on. I've put a little spacer down there, and I'm going to be attaching another spacer top side. Nothing drilled into the side of the garage, a semi-permanent but long-lasting solution. It's going to go in there. Yeah, almost perfect. Pre-drill, screw them in. I'm going to attach the end piece to the end fence. Let's go. And now it's this guy's turn to be attached to that fence too. But he needs to be attached to this guy sitting against the fence. So I'm going to put a couple of these on an angle, like that, and like that, to secure him in. And here's a quick tip from me. If you're ever going to be drilling in on an angle, it's really difficult to start up on the angle. See how I just go across and it's really frustrating? It's designed to have pressure behind it going in. Like that. So what you do is you start off straight and then you turn and you go in, but you can't break it. So it's all about finesse. Let me show you. Straight. Turn early. It's all about the turn early. Top tip. She ain't going nowhere. Okay, so let's get started on the gate. I really want this here to be the back space where it's doing all of the composting. But to be able to get the stuff out of here to put into the garden in places is going to be really important. I want this here to be removable, like a drawbridge. It needs to slide up, and I'm going to drill him something like this. Time for the other side. Alright, she's in. With enough wiggle room for human error. When it's going to be inward force pushing out, jamming against it, it's going to be relatively tough to lift it up. So I think I'm going to be adding some handles. A second-hand bucket that came to us, and the plastic handles had already ripped off, and I then chopped up my good rope and recycled some old irrigation piping to make awesome handles. Plastic sucks and it corrodes, and it broke before I even got to use it once. Big drill bit. Zip, zip, zip. This thing is incredibly blunt, and it is smoking hot. I don't know if you can see that steam coming off it, but this is also very hard wood. But use sharp drill bits, it's a big tip. Oh, this is going to be great. And I also want to be able to have the gate at the front of this whole setup, just in case I want to do different things on the inside. You know what, I think it's done. So I can have the door there at the front, or I can have the door there at the back. Start loading it with compost. I've been storing all my tree offcuts and vine offcuts, and I need my wheelbarrow back. She's going to work beautifully. I've got an old Hessian sack that I've opened up. I'm going to tuck it in for a good night's sleep. I'm pumped. I'm stoked with that effort. I've turned an unutilized space into something productive, something I need, and I'm solving multiple issues with this. I had fun while making it. I continue to learn. I'm using equipment that was already on my property, from offcuts of decks and useful things. Feels good all round. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two. Hopefully you've picked up a few of Tim's tips, and I'd like to see if you could build one of your own at home, or if you already have one at home, how you use it. Let me know below, because that's my next endeavour. How often do I need to turn it? Do I need to add anything to it? Should I be aerating it? You tell me. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.